Hi everyone, I'm Paul Ramlow filling in for vacationing John Pavlak. Welcome back to Eye on Harness Racing. Foiled again, driven by Yannick Gingras, became North America's all-time richest pacer when he posted the 14-1 upset to take this year's edition of the Canadian Pacing Derby at Mohawk. The 8-year-old son of Dragon again now has career earnings of $4,351,994, surpassing Gallo Blue Chip's record of $4,260,959.
70. Here on the outside comes Better Sweet, who strikes the front. Better Than Cheddar closing up on the outside. Here comes Foiled again, who's going to split through horses late with pace. Deep stretch lead. Better Sweet at the inside off 3/4 in 1:20 and 4. Better Than Cheddar's coming on. Foiled again, trying to find a seam in between, and it's Foiled again in the center. The Iron Tough Foiled again wins the Canadian Pacing Derby. It was Foiled again over Better Than Cheddar.
What a great season you're having.
Yeah, but I'm driving good horses. You know, you're driving horses like Rock and Roll Dance, Foiled again. Little Brown Fox, you know, they make my job so much easier. I mean, I can't say enough about this horse. He's been a once-in-a-lifetime horse for anybody. And be able to be the richest pacer of all time in a race like this tonight, it's unbelievable. And it just shows what a great horse he is.
The $1 million Metro Stakes final, the richest race for 2-year-olds in North America, vaulted Some Beach Somewhere to prominence in 2007. And so it was appropriate that one of his sons, Captaintreacherous, would win the 2012 edition at Mohawk. Tim Tetrick was in the sulky in the 1:49 mile. It equaled the stakes record, but was not a walk in the park.
Coming on as well as Odds on Aquileus. Backfield comes to life off 3/4 in 1:21 and 3. Apprentice, Hanover and Jameson strike the front. Captaintreacherous on the outside from in second, still with work to do. Then outside from in third is Odds on Aquileus. Final eighth to go. And the Some Beach Somewhere Colts square off, and they're joined late by Odds on Aquileus. Captaintreacherous strikes the front. Here comes Odds on Aquileus and Campbell. Captaintreacherous, Odds on Aquileus, Captaintreacherous.
From day one, I really liked him, whether he had the 49 speed that he showed. I didn't know that, but I knew he had a lot of talent, and he's gotten better and better and learned how to race. He lets me drive him the way I want to, and that makes him a lot easier to put in the right spot.
Last week you did it pretty much on the front end. Today they were playing hardball up front, and you were able to keep him off of that.
Yeah, that definitely helped, you know, that versatility where I can take him back and, wait things to come to him instead of him having to make it. And it worked out great tonight. You know, it was a fight all the way to the wire. Odds on Eccles raced awesome. I thought he might have had a chance at me, and he almost got me, but my colt, stood him off and raced his heart out.
The Pacing Triple Crown season opened on Labor Day at Tioga Downs, where the $322,716 Cane Pace final went to post. A powerful entry consisting of a Rock and Roll Dance and Dynamic Youth went off as the favorite. That was expected. What wasn't expected was that Dynamic Youth and driver George Brennan would be the first ones to the wire in 1:48 and 4 in a thrilling finish.
Pet Rock on the outside, a Rock and Roll Dance. Here comes Dynamic Youth. Pet Rock, Dynamic Youth. Pet Rock, Dynamic Youth.
We were expected to see you in the winner's circle, but we probably thought it was going to be with a Rock and Roll Dance. What does it feel like to win the Cane Pace?
Oh, it feels great. It was a surprise. I really thought Rock and Roll Dance would win, and I thought Dynamic Youth would be third after Heston. That's the way I speculated. Shows you what my speculation does. But Dynamic Youth had a good race up in the Confederation Cup in both heats. He had a terrible race here for the limbs, and he did nothing. And but Georgie just did the right thing for him, and he showed the world that he can go 48 and 4 after they knock each other out in 53 1/2.
Here with George Brennan, the upset winner, at least on paper, of the Cane Pace. George, tell me how the trip you were able to work out.
Going in, I had no idea what to expect. A couple guys left that air. Brian left that air, so I was able to get Brian in front of me. Danny Noble left that air, trying to keep Danny out, and just so I could follow Brian. And Brian's horse raced tremendous. Took me, exactly where I had to go. And one thing about this colt, he will always pace home. Especially off a trip like that, and he did today.
Looking for a fun and easy way to learn more about standardbred racing? Harness Night School, Thursday nights. Enjoy access and learn the game from top racing insiders via chat and video. Miss a class? Read the archive. Harness Night School, Thursday nights. Let's get rolling.
Technology, it seems, touches every aspect of our lives. so it should come as no surprise that harness handicapping would be part of that trend. This week, on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, Harness Night School's study topic will be Handicapping A to Z using technology. Night School is free, and students can download class materials or see prior lessons, both also free of charge, by clicking on the Night School banner at ustrotting.com. Ohio's Super Night will be raced this Saturday evening at Scioto Downs, where the best Ohio-bred horses will be featured. To provide an added bit of excitement, Scioto has teamed with the U.S. Trotting Association Strategic Wagering Program to offer a Pick 8 on the Ohio Sire Stake Finals, which can be wagered for a minimum of 25 cents and will offer a guarantee of $2,500. Visit handicapping.ustrotting.com to see all the guaranteed wagers and download free program pages courtesy of TrackMaster. The credit winner is still a relatively new event on the stakes schedule, but it has become an important race for older trotters. Here are the top 3 horses in this Friday's credit winner at Vernon Downs, as indicated in the exclusive Platinum Past Performances offered by TrackMaster. Power ratings, it's another way to put yourself in the parimutuel winner's circle, exclusively at TrackMaster.com.
Ready for the latest advances in handicapping technology? TrackMaster is your solution. With 20-plus years of providing a wealth of information, TrackMaster has tools for every level of player. TrackMaster Pocket Handicapper for iPhone and Android puts the power of a computer in the palm of your hand. Drill down to charts and race videos. And with software like Plus Pro, even the most advanced players have sophisticated tools to succeed. The complete source for thoroughbred, quarter horse, and harness racing information. TrackMaster by Equibase for the serious player.
One of the benefits of a vital racing industry is the preservation of open spaces at the many farms needed to support the breeding and training of racehorses. A race promoting the open spaces concept in the state of New Jersey will be contested at Freehold Raceway on September 29th. A video has been produced telling the story. For more information and to see the entire video, visit openspacepace.org. And speaking of Super Night at Scioto Downs, which was mentioned earlier in the show, members of the Ohio Standardbred Development Fund Committee voted unanimously earlier this week to set the purses for all 8 Ohio Sire Stakes championships at $100,000. At the beginning of 2012, the purse for each OSS championship was estimated at $75,000. The purse increases approved by the OSDF committee are a direct result of an agreement between Scioto Downs and the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association to use a portion of the money generated from wagering at video lottery terminals at Scioto Downs since June. Scioto Downs also volunteered to increase the amount it was expected to contribute to the $800,000 in total purses from an estimated $78,330 to $86,330. And as part of the Super Night festivities at Scioto this Saturday, a fundraiser is being organized to benefit Ohio horseman Josh Cochran. Cochran lost 8 horses after a fire devastated his stable at the Richland County Fairgrounds in Mansfield, Ohio this past Saturday. The fire, which occurred in the early morning hours, took the lives of 8 standardbreds: Mindy Love Brown, Caribbean Cruise, Forever a Gift, Hee Haw's Jet, Big Black Jack, The Little Feller, Stop and Stare, and KG. Dorian. Ironically, Mindy Love Brown, an 8-year-old pacing mare by Arturo, had just scored her 25th lifetime win a few hours earlier at Scioto Downs. A silent auction of several gift baskets will be available for bidding as part of Super Night. That's it for this week. I'm Paul Ramlow, filling in for John Pavlak, who will be back on Thursday, September 13th, for the next edition of Eye on Harness Racing.